Welcome to the Bitcoin Bowl school session. I'm going to teach you a little bit about American football. If you want to learn about it or you're kind of confused, why are these guys running around the field? What's the point? What's going on? Why are there linemen? Why is it so boring? Why is it so exciting? Let's check it out. It's going to be more interesting the more you understand about the game. It is kind of complicated if you're new to it, but you can get the basic gist of it. The basic gist of it is really simple, actually. So let's draw the football. So the football starts here, always with the center. The center gives the ball to the quarterback, and as soon as the center moves the ball, the play starts. As soon as that ball is in motion, the play starts. So that's an important concept to know. Okay, the width of the football, or the length of the football actually, when it's placed on the ground like that, creates something called the neutral zone. So that is actually a little bit lower because it's going to touch the football. Hold on. So let's just say that touch the football, and also on the other side, like that. And nobody is allowed, the offense is not allowed to be in the neutral zone. So, and the defense can go in the neutral zone, but they cannot be in the neutral zone when the ball is hiked. Of course, the center is in the neutral zone a little bit, but he has to be. So this is kind of this neutral zone that no team can start in to separate the teams. Okay, that's an important concept. And that the play starts as soon as the ball is moved and not before. Okay, great. There's the ball. And basically, one team wants to go in this direction, and the other team, I think the other team this time is gold, right? Wants to go in this direction. And when they get past the final line, then that's the end zone with the ball, then they get 6 points. And same thing goes for up here. That's basically it. So what's the shortest distance? Why are there linemen? Why are these guys in the middle of the field and they just run into each other like that? Well, think about it. The shortest distance from A to B is a straight line. So it would be easiest if I just take the ball and I just go bam. Well, that's not even really straight, but something like this, right? That would be the easiest. So to prevent that, the offense lined up in the middle, and then for each one, they also lined up in the middle of the field to defend it. So I line up in the middle, you line up in the middle. I line up in the middle, you line up in the middle. And you can see in the box, if you include the linebackers, in this box here, there's a lot of players in that box. Well, that's the middle of the field, because that's going to be those are the shortest distances from A to B, the shortest distance to the end zone. So that's why there's a lot of players right there in the middle. Okay. That's the basic concept of football and how to score and why the people are moving forward. Now I'm going to tell you about downs. Each team gets 4 chances to get 10 yards when they have the ball. If they don't, they have to give the ball to the other team. That's basically it. So first down, you get 2 yards. Second down, you get 5 yards. And then third down, you get 5 yards. Okay, you've got 12 yards. From that point, you get to start again. You get 4 more chances. If on the 4th chance you don't think you're gonna be able to make it, you can punt. You can drop kick the ball to the other team, and they have to start from a much worse position than if you were to just give up on 4th down. So that's why people do this thing called punts. Okay, let's look at the positions. I mentioned some of them when I was explaining the plays really quickly, but let's just go over them really quick. So this is the line, center, guard, tackle, and the same, guard, tackle. This is an extra person. This is called a tight end. Sometimes you have double tight ends, but today we've got 1 tight end. All right, and here are the backs. Quarterback, running back. Sometimes there's more than 1 running back. Sometimes they have other names besides running back, but fullback, halfback, it all has this back name. Why is it called back? Because they're back behind the line. Okay, and here are the receivers. They also have special names sometimes, but we're just going to call them wide receivers. Okay, and the defense is similar. You've got the linemen, Defensive guard, defensive tackle, defensive guard, defensive tackle. Here are the linebackers, not this guy, excluding this guy. Linebackers, center, middle linebacker, right linebacker, or left linebacker, for example. And these two guys are called safeties. Strong safety, free safety. Strong safety is typically going to line up the same place where the tight end is. Let's get rid of some of this mess. Strong safety right here. He's going to say, okay, this side is the strong side of the line. I've got 3 on this side, 2 on this side, and I'm going to go on that side. There's a free safety. This is basically the last line of defense, this guy. Cornerback. So the cornerbacks guard those guys typically, etc. So you've got 3 different types of positions on each side, and also typically 3 different body types, and you'll see that on the field. You know, you got the big guys in the middle. You've got also the big guys in the backfield, but they're not quite as big as the linemen, and then you've got these really fast guys in the secondary and the receivers. So those are the 3, and they all have to work together as a team. Okay, so let's take a look at what some possible plays are, what's going to happen, what are you going to see. What you're going to see is you're either going to see a run play or a pass play from the offense. So a run play would look like this. That would mean that the quarterback gets the ball, and he comes over here, like so, and then he gives it to the running back, and the running back runs. And he probably is going to run, looks like he's going to run through the lineman, but he's going to look for something called a hole, which is basically a column that the blockers have made in the defense, kind of like this. It's just big enough for him to fit through and run. And the linemen are going to be blocking. So there's a difference between blocking and tackling. So blocking on paper looks like this. I draw a line. So you're allowed to push up against the others with your hands, but you're not allowed to wrap your arms around them, and you're not allowed to tackle the other person unless they have the ball. You're only allowed to tackle the person with the ball. So don't get blocking mixed up with tackling. You can knock them down if you're strong enough, or you get them in a weird angle, and you can knock them down with a block. That's perfectly legal. But you can't wrap up, you can't hold, otherwise it's a penalty. The penalty is called holding. So the reason they get down so low is because if you're lower than someone, then you can control them typically. All right, so that's what's going to happen. So these guys are going to be blocking. These guys are going to try to go against them, try to get through here, and the quarterback is going to come, give the guy and he's going to go upfield. Or he's going to get tackled. Bam. Okay, that's a run play. Let's really quickly show the basics of a pass play. In a pass play, the blockers are going to kind of back up and make this kind of defensive zone to protect the quarterback. It's called the pocket. Probably the running back will come over here, or he'll stay back here and block too. Quarterback comes back, and these guys are going out for passes. Like this. Maybe this guy blocks a little bit, and then he goes out for a pass too. And yeah, the quarterback is going to look, okay, am I going to pass it to him? I'm going to try to pass it to this guy, for example. And he's going to catch it and try to run for a touchdown. That's basically what a pass play looks like. Okay, and so everyone on the field has an assignment every play. It's not just improvised or random or, just go, bah, kill someone. That's not how it is. Everyone has an assignment. It's quite complicated sometimes. All right, and the defense has assignments too, so it could be, okay, I'm guarding this guy man-to-man. This guy's guarding this guy man-to-man. This guy would probably pick up him man-to-man if you're doing man-to-man coverage. And these linebackers have to watch the tight end and the running back to see what they're doing. And these guys are closing these gaps here to try to prevent a hole. This gap here, this gap. All these gaps are potential holes, And they're trying to get through and tackle the quarterback. So that would be their assignment. This guy would also have an assignment. Maybe he would be picking up the tight end. Typically, that's a strong safety, would be picking him up. Okay, so it's just an example of what some of the plays look like. If the defense wants to do something risky, they'll do a blitz, and a blitz just means that you overload this box area with players, and then you're going to get through. So basically what you would do is you would say, okay, instead of this strong safety, let's say we're going to blitz the strong safety. That's the name of this guy's position. Then he would kind of tiptoe into this box area, and when the ball is hacked down to it, he's going to run in two. So you've got this many, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. They're basically overloading this whole area, and maybe you could even blitz a cornerback, but that's pretty rare. And then they're hoping that they are just able to stop the play by that. That's a risk because they're overcommitting, because then these guys are going to be freer to do something. There are some guys out here to watch them, but there's a lot less than if you were to stay back in a conservative zone defense or typical defense. It's just an example of that each side has assignments and plays that they're doing. It's not just active reactive, and it's not just improvised. Sure, sometimes, especially the linebackers and the safeties, they're reading. That means if they're reading, they're looking, okay, is this a pass play? What formation are they lined up in? I see something, I'm gonna rush in now, or I see something, I'm gonna stay back. So they're also doing something called reading often. They have to, but in general they have an assignment. All right, and I just wanted to give you that quick school session in American football so that you understand the game more, and hopefully you can watch the Bitcoin Bowl in St. Petersburg, NC State against University of Central Florida.